We are back on Get Up, and tomorrow night the biggest decision that will be made in the NFL draft is this. Which quarterback goes second? Will it be Tua Tagovailoa, who had the highest QBR of any player, any quarterback, since ESPN introduced that stat in 2004? Or will it be Justin Herbert, who right now Vegas thinks is going to be the fifth pick in this draft and the second quarterback? Accounted for 32 touchdowns last year and over 3,400 yards. Again, Mel Kiper's latest mock draft has Herbert going 5 to the Dolphins and Tua 6 to the Chargers. That would result in 3 quarterbacks going in the first 6 picks. So we're going to do something here that we call Make Your Case. And we're going to do it this way. Mike Tannenbaum is going to try and make the case for taking Justin Herbert. Dan Orlovsky is going to make the case for taking Tua Tagovailoa. And Neek, you're the judge, and I'm told I need to see your gavel. Oh, yeah. We got a gavel. We are ready to go. So, Neek, you are the judge. The eyes of justice are blind. Here we go. Mr. T, what is the case for Justin Herbert over Tua?
We're actually going to start with the Oregon defense of all things. When you go to opening day, Justin Herbert led Oregon to the lead, and Oregon's defense against Auburn had Auburn down to a 3rd and 10 with the lead, and their freshman, Bo Nix, made a great completion. And if that play doesn't happen, Oregon, a one-loss Oregon team, is actually in the Final Four. Next play is, look at his ability to run. Big play against Wisconsin. They're down in the 4th quarter. He avoids a tackle. He's able to outrun the defense. Very athletic. Okay, here's the play with Bo Nix here. That play keeps him out of the Final Four. Next play up here, Justin Herbert avoids a tackler, and then he outruns a really good Wisconsin defense to give them the lead in the Rose Bowl. That's hard to do. Here's his ability to process. Read the defense, make a throw, accurate against a really good Utah defense. And lastly, my concern, Greeny, about Tua, watch when he breaks contain here. He can't outrun a defensive lineman. And you look at some of the recent injuries in the NFL between Carson Wentz, Jimmy G. When did they get hurt? When they try to break contain. So when you look at where Tua struggles and what Herbert can do, I'm taking Justin Herbert.
Okay, that is a very strong case for Justin Herbert. Dan Orlovsky, how about your side?
With Tua Tagovailoa, you're getting a player that 6 months ago was the #1 pick in the NFL draft. You're getting a player that one of the greatest coaches of all time has said and turned to at halftime of the national championship game 2 years ago and said, I need you to go win this game for me. That great coach has said, passing on him, you will regret the same way I regret passing on Drew Brees. And that same coach has said Tua is the most important person to ever come to the University of Alabama as a player. You're getting a player that has the accuracy of Orlando Bloom with his arrows in Lord of the Rings. A player that sees things the way Drew Brees does in the pocket, and a player that moves in the pocket like Floyd Mayweather does in a boxing ring. You're getting a player that could be the greatest passer all time in the history of college football. Tua was born for this. He's already made for this, and he's custom built for this. So if you're the Miami Dolphins, are you willing to pass on a chance at greatness? Are you willing to pass on a player that could become the best player at the most important position? If you're the Chargers, do you want to be the same old Chargers? Because Joey Bosa and Derwin James, they're great players, but they're not going to sell out your stadium or take you to a championship. A lot of us grew up playing Little League Baseball, and we had coaches tell us, don't go up there looking for a walk. Take your swings. So you teams, take the bat off your shoulder and take your cuts. Draft Tua.
Those are some really good arguments from both of you guys. I appreciate it. But I think that I have to side with the player here, Dan Orlovsky, because your argument is about a great player. And the argument for Justin Herbert is about he needs a lot more help. He needs some coaches to help him get to where he needs to go. Always go with the player, not the executive. Good thing to follow there. Good rule to follow for everyone.
Is there an appeals process here?
Yes. Mike Tannenbaum, you can approach the bench. Go ahead. What would you like to say?
I go back to what Coach Ryan said before, that availability is a big part of being a performer in the NFL, and that's the big concern with you. Will he be available to play? And he needs everything to go right around him in terms of an offensive line. So that's why, to me, I'm taking Justin Herbert because he's going to be available.
Okay, I would like to say, even I would like to object to this. I feel like the proceedings were absolutely slanted from the beginning.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.